Hello, friends. Welcome back to the AI Empowered series, the complete guide to AI in your personal and professional lives. So, we've just talked about how we can enhance our natural idea generation capability as a human being and turn those ideas into reality. But in this module, I want to talk about taking that step further into your more creative endeavors. So, taking the AI collaboration approach and applying it to purely creative mediums. So by the end of this video, you'll master this create framework that transforms AI into your ultimate artistic collaborator, helping you develop and execute creative projects that express your authentic vision and bring that deep personal satisfaction that you're looking for when you're creating art. So I've worked a lot as an artist in my life, and I think it's important to think of yourself as an artist, even if you're not creating what is traditionally understood as creative artistic output. Artistry is more than just drawing and painting or creating. It's more than the actual medium that you're doing. It's the way that you think. It's the way that you express yourself. People can be artists when they're not actively creating artistic output. So creating that foundation for yourself as a creative thinker and as an artist is really important for you to cultivate this sense of creating things. Most people just abandon artistic pursuits, not because they lack vision, but because they don't see themselves as an artist, or they lack the collaborative partner needed to turn their vision into reality. Art output is hard. It takes technical skill. It takes knowing how to work within a medium and get from that idea to the endpoint. So using AI as a collaborator to help you along that journey is going to be really powerful for you to achieving the vision that you never thought was possible before. Even further, AI is developing this capability to actually create different mediums like text, vision, images, video, and even code. Think about AI's ability to create things and how you can use your vision to help steer AI to execute on those really complex creative thoughts that you have. So creative vision is common, but the skills and the persistence needed to execute artistic projects often require support. AI can serve as the perfect creative partner. It's never judgmental, infinitely patient, and it's able to help with both the ideation and the technical execution. Artistic expression provides deep personal satisfaction and emotional fulfillment. It allows you to express yourself authentically and share your vision with the world. Creating things feels good. So turn those ideas into reality, and it'll really surprise how it makes you feel when you put those things out into the world. Creative skills developed through AI collaboration transfer problem-solving abilities in all areas of life, and it really develop you as a complete human. Using AI as your creative collaborator transforms artistic dreams from impossible fantasies into achievable projects that bring joy and personal expression. The create framework that I'm about to describe is for that exact AI artistic collaboration. So it's a systematic approach to transform your idea into reality, working with AI. So the first letter of the framework is C, conceive. So develop and refine your artistic vision through collaborative exploration. The next letter R is research. Use AI to explore techniques, styles, approaches that serve your vision. The next letter E is experiment. So try different creative approaches with AI support and feedback. The next letter A is adapt. Refine your artistic vision based on what works and what doesn't. The next letter T is technical. Get AI assistance with technical skills and execution challenges present blockers to your vision becoming real. And then finally, execute. Bring your artistic vision to life with AI as your collaborative partner. So this Create framework, it really provides that systematic support for transforming your idea into a reality. And I know that art can be a deeply personal thing, and it may feel cheapened by using technology to enhance that vision. But I urge you to consider the artists throughout history. Technology has always been an integral part of artistic expression. New and powerful technologies just enable artists to make their vision more impactful into the world. If you think about the leverage that you can create with different technology, such as the printing press, it went from artists having to write text through hand, there'd be one copy, it would take a lot of time, to be able to print a large amount of those texts just spread out throughout the world and have a much greater impact. And then expand on that thought process from painting to photography, and then from physical copies of movies to videos being shared on the internet and information moving at the speed of light. So think about technology as a tool that can really enable your vision to reach as many people as possible. You can get a lot of leverage with AI to create these ideas, and then use the platforms that exist today on the internet to really share that vision with others so that you have the impact that you want. And if you're not interested in widespread impact, I still urge you to think about technology as a way to turn your idea seamlessly into reality. It just helps you on your journey to develop those ideas, overcome those technical challenges, and even create some of the things that you're going to be using in your art. This sophisticated approach to turning your art into a reality will really enable you to develop those artistic visions so that they are exactly what you want. So how do we go from conceiving and refining your artistic vision to making it a reality? Well, you start by making this creative project a clear vision that gets refined through collaborative exploration and development. Many people have creative impulses, but struggle to develop them into clear, executable, artistic visions. AI can help you explore and clarify what you really want to express through your creative work. Collaborative vision develop how you move beyond vague ideas to specific, inspiring, creative goals. Clear artistic vision provides direction and motivation throughout the creative process. So here's a couple ways you can work with AI to enhance that vision. So ask it, help me explore what I'm really trying to express through this medium or project. Think about style exploration. What artistic styles and approaches would best serve my vision? And then give it your creative goal. And then think about meaning discovery. So what personal experiences or emotions am I trying to communicate through my creative work? And start to collaborate to develop those things to make them as effective as possible and as in line with your creative vision as possible. Creative vision development with AI transforms vague creative impulses into clear artistic vision and goals, motivated and sustained by creative effort. I want to talk about something about how to expand on your ideas. So AI can accelerate your artistic learning by helping you discover new techniques, styles, and approaches that serve your specific creative vision. Learning traditional artistic techniques used to require years of formal education and extensive trial and error. But AI can quickly introduce you to relevant techniques and help you understand how to apply these into your specific project context. Exposure to diverse artistic approaches expands your creative possibilities and prevents you from getting stuck in limited thinking patterns. Understanding technique options helps you choose approaches that align with your vision and skill level. It exposes you to what you don't know and enables you to more accurately make your vision a reality. So let's think about how we're working with AI for these research strategies. So technique discovery, ask AI what artistic techniques would help me achieve this specific visual or artistic effect in my project. Think about style analysis. So ask it, help me understand the key elements of this artistic style and how I can adapt it for my vision. Think about medium exploration. So what are the advantages and challenges of different mediums for expressing a type of artistic vision that I want? So this AI-assisted research about your artistic vision dramatically reduces the time it takes to discover the relevant techniques and approaches, allowing you to focus more energy into your creative pursuit and how you authentically want to express yourself. Let's think about how we're experimenting in our creative process. So creative breakthroughs happen when you're working with different approaches, you're experimenting, you're exploring your ideas. So AI can provide some feedback and suggestions throughout this process that really help drive that innovation within your art. The best creative solutions often emerge through experimentation rather than trying to get everything perfect on the first attempt. AI can suggest creative experiments you wouldn't think of and help you evaluate what works and what doesn't. This systematic experimentation builds that creative confidence and helps you develop your unique artistic voice. Learning to experiment productively with AI supports and makes your work more creative and enjoyable and less frustrating. It can really help you move over those barriers that you find in traditional limited experimentation, or even worse, trying to make a perfect piece of art the first try. How can we work with AI to expand on these experimentation methods? Well, ask it, help me create 5 different approaches to this specific artistic challenge in my project, and then start to experiment with those. Think about style fusion. How could I combine elements of this one style that I'm thinking of and another style that I'm thinking of to create something really unique for my vision? And let's think about creative constraints. So ask AI, what creative constraints could help me explore new possibilities within my artistic vision? Put yourself in that interesting space that creates so much innovation where you're deliberately constraining yourself to be able to think outside the box to achieve the goal that you want. With limited resources or limited time, I think you'll find that when you just push to act on something, that you can achieve something a lot quicker, and then you can iterate from there. This systematic experimentation with AI really accelerates creative development and helps you discover artistic approaches that perfectly serve your vision. Now let's talk about adapting and refining your artistic vision through AI feedback. Great creative work emerges through iterative refinement based on what you learned during the creative process. Your initial artistic vision almost always evolves and improves through the actual creation process. AI can help you evaluate your creative work objectively and suggest improvements that you might miss. Learning to adapt your vision based on what works keeps creative projects moving forward rather than getting stuck in perfectionism. Collaborative refinement develops your artistic judgment and aesthetic sensitivity. Now, I want to bring up an important point because your artistic vision is very personal and it can feel precious to you as you're working to turn that vision into reality. So accepting feedback is a pretty difficult thing to do in general, but especially over something that's so personal to you in your expression. So I urge you to work with AI by prompting it to be gentle but think critically. If suggest things, don't recommend them. Just tell AI to work with you as a collaborative partner in this artistic process and not as this deterministic evaluator. Taking this simple step can really help you to explore your ideas and not feel attacked when you're working with AI. AI will listen to what you have to say and where you steer it. So think about how you work best and accept feedback best and work with AI to develop that partnership where you're getting the most of what it can provide you in terms of helping you with your process. So how do we develop these adaptation strategies working with AI? So we can think about progress evaluation. So ask AI, looking at my current creative work, what's working well and what could be improved? Again, if you don't feel like AI understands you, try to give it more context, but you can also just discount its feedback if you don't feel like it is in line with your artistic vision. You don't have to take everything that AI says as truth. It's really going to be responding to what you give it. So start to give it an idea of what you want to do with your art and then have it respond in that context. Let's think about vision evolution. So how has my artistic vision evolved through this creative process and how should I change my approach? And then let's think about developing aesthetics with AI. So ask it, help me refine the aesthetic elements of my work to better serve my artistic intentions. So this collaborative adaptation and refinement with AI ensures your creative projects continue evolving towards greater artistic satisfaction and expressive power. Let's touch on how we can overcome technical challenges in our creative pursuits with AI. AI can provide practical assistance with technical skills when you're turning your artistic vision into a reality. Many artistic dreams unfortunately die because people get stuck on technical execution challenges rather than lacking artistic vision. AI can help provide step-by-step guidance for technical skills you need to learn to turn that vision into a reality. Having technical support allows you to focus all of your energy on those creative pursuits and artistic expression rather than just getting frustrated with the barriers that you're encountering. Learning these skills with AI builds confidence for tackling more ambitious creative projects. So start to build that partnership with AI that really helps you to continue this collaboration and fuel that sort of acceleration from turning not just one idea into reality, but all your ideas into reality. So think about AI as being able to develop your skills, solve problems, and master the tools. Let's talk about some prompts you can give AI to help you do those things. So for skill development, ask it to walk me through the specific technical steps needed to achieve this artistic technique in my project. Next, for problems, say, I'm having trouble with this specific technical challenge. What approaches could help me overcome this? And for the tool mastery, ask it to help me understand to use this sort of creative software or tool effectively for my artistic goals. And then AI technical assistance removes these barriers that prevent artistic vision from becoming reality, allowing you to focus on creative expression rather than execution frustrations. And I'm going to share with you a personal story about something that I did to work with AI on a personal creative project. So I'm interested in music production, and there's an interesting program that turns code into music. So I took an AI coding platform and plugged in the documentation from that software into that coding platform. So it knew how to write code for music. And then I immediately started to take my artistic vision of the song that I had in my head and explain to AI in natural language exactly what I wanted to hear. And I was talking about different influences and music theory and different ways that I wanted my expression to come out into the music. And what amazed me, the first try, it honestly was horrible. It sounded like a complete mess because I gave it a vague prompt. But then I started to work with AI to understand what it needed to help me execute my technical vision with my art. And eventually I got to a place that was really close to my artistic vision. And then I could take it from there and really refine it myself to make sure it was authentically me. So that's just an example of how you can use AI to overcome the technical barrier because I have not trained in any instruments, but I had this song in my head that I wanted to get out into the world. And AI really helped me get there. So I encourage you to think about the creative use cases that you can have AI help you execute your vision. And that's what we're going to be talking about next. So the ultimate goal is bringing your refined artistic vision to life through the systematic execution of your vision. Execution is where artistic visions become tangible creative work and provide satisfaction in meeting not just yourself, but others. And AI can really help you break complex creative projects down into manageable steps and maintain motivation throughout. Having a collaborative partner makes the execution process more enjoyable and less likely to be abandoned. Completed creative projects build artistic confidence and allow you to take that momentum into your next project and more complex project and make your projects even better. How can we work with AI for these execution strategies? So for the project planning, ask AI, help me create a step-by-step plan for completing this creative project successfully. And then let's cultivate some motivation. So ask AI, what strategies can help me stay motivated and overcome creative blocks during execution? And then finally, quality assurance. So tell AI, how can I ensure that my work is aligned with my creative vision and what can I do to make it more authentically me? It'll give you some interesting practices for you to really make sure that you're driving your project with that creative expression in mind. This systematic execution with AI transforms artistic visions into completed work and provides that deep personal connection to that art and allows you to share it with the world, which is a really beautiful thing. Finally, I want to talk about how you can develop your unique artistic voice with AI. Through collaborative, creative work with AI, you develop artistic skills and aesthetic sensibility that become your unique creative voice. Artistic voice emerges through sustained creative practice and experimentation, not from trying to copy existing style. AI collaboration helps you discover what artistic approaches feel most authentic and satisfying to your creative spirit. Developing artistic voice enhances self-expression abilities that improve communication and personal relationships. People with developed creative voices naturally attract and magnetize other artists, other creative thinkers, other opportunities to build these fulfilling communities. So how can we develop our personal voice with AI? So think about style. Ask AI, help me identify the artistic elements that feel most authentic to my creative vision and my personality. If you've given it the context of your personal values, the way that you think, the way that you work, your skills, and then tell it your artistic vision, it's going to be able to help you along develop your style and clearly define it so you can understand where you're operating from and moving forward in your creative evolution. Think about that signature feeling that you're trying to create. Ask AI, what unique combinations of techniques and approaches are emerging as my distinctive creative style? And start to develop that idea that you are creating a really unique perspective artistically, and you can continue that theme across multiple projects and create that really unique portfolio of work based on your unique personality and your unique ideas. And then finally, let's cultivate that expression authenticity. So how can I ensure my creative work expresses my authentic voice rather than imitating others? AI can be a good way to synthesize what exists and find new ways of doing things, but you don't want to copy exact styles. You want to take the information, the insights AI gives you about what has worked in the past with this medium, but really start to develop your own unique perspective. Developing this authentic artistic voice through AI collaboration creates a unique form of self-expression that enhances your personal identity and really deepens the connection that you have with your art and in your life. So let's talk about how we can build this creative confidence and momentum to take you not just from that first project, but into that whole portfolio view. So regular creative collaboration with AI builds artistic confidence and transforms your identity from not creative to someone who consistently creates meaningful artistic work for yourself and others. Creative confidence grows through successful project completion and positive creative experiences with supportive collaboration. An AI partnership provides the encouragement and practical support needed to sustain creative effort through challenging phases. Building creative momentum through smaller projects and then moving into larger, more complex projects will really help you start with a good foundation and build your process to develop that unique artistic vision. I think you'll find that this creative confidence will just affect all areas of your life. You'll start to approach everything with this creative mindset and with this creative collaborative partner that's really going to fuel your personal growth, not just in your normal life, but in your profession as well. Your problem solving skills are really going to develop through this creative thinking. I think you'll find that the creative process of making art is all about problem solving. So really develop and flex those skills so that you can take those skills into other parts of your life. Building this creative confidence through AI really transforms your relationship with art. From this intimidation and maybe you're kind of embarrassed to call yourself an artist to really this joyous confidence that you have in problem solving and just being able to turn your ideas into reality, to authentically express yourself. When you share that expression, you're going to find that you just feel more complete and you feel more powerful to be able to be the universe as a conscious form of itself and to reflect your personality back into that universe and create meaning is just, in my opinion, a real miracle. So how can we cultivate this AI transformation journey? You now have this framework to bring your artistic vision to life. This artistic expression provides unique forms of personal satisfaction and emotional fulfillment that enhance your life. The Create framework removes technical and collaborative barriers that prevent artistic visions from becoming a reality. This regular creative work with AI partnership builds artistic skills and confidence that'll allow you to take the momentum and become a real artist with real impressive artistic output. Creative abilities developed through AI collaboration enhance problem solving and innovation skills in all areas of life. So here's a bit of an implementation pathway for this. So choose one artistic project you've always wanted to do. Start small and work with AI to see that vision to reality. Then use the Create framework to make substantial progress on your creative project with that AI support. And then develop regular creative practice intentionally within your life with that AI partnership that provides ongoing artistic growth and personal satisfaction. Developing a systematic, creative approach to life will just allow you ongoing sources of joy, self-expression, and personal fulfillment. It's really going to empower you as an individual to be able to express yourself, not just clearly, but also in an abstract artistic form. You know, you can't always communicate everything through words or text. Sometimes the feeling that you're trying to invoke in others is only possible through art. And when you can actually express those visions into that authentic form, we can impact others and how they feel. It's just a really transformative aspect to your life. You are an artist. I know you are. So start thinking of yourself as one and think of yourself as this unique, creative individual who can change the world. I know you can. And it's really an incredible feeling when you start to understand the power that you have with art. So your transformation to this creative powerhouse from turning your artistic vision to reality starts with that creative process, cultivating that sense of self, that sense of expression. And you can use AI to support the creative projects that have really been calling to your heart. Choose that one vision and start there and move progressively, working with AI as a collaborative partner, having it help you in places that have been barriers in the past. Starting this artistic collaboration now creates the foundation for ongoing creative fulfillment that enriches your life. It provides unique forms of personal expression and joy that are just going to make you a much more pleasant and powerful person to be around. So I hope that you've learned something here about how to incorporate AI into your creative process. I know that it can seem scary or intimidating to involve this computing into a very personal and organic process that you've developed. But I urge you to think about ways that you can reduce the barriers that are affecting your creativity so that you can really generate new ideas and turn them into reality. Thanks for watching. Take a look at the description in the video to get more information about myself. Look at some of the books that I've written about these topics of integrating AI into our lives, and join the community. Let me know what you're thinking about how you're applying AI in your creative process. Are there any interesting, powerful tools that have developed in the medium that you're interested in that have really inspired you to increase your creative output? And I think you'll find that there's new emerging tools that exist that are AI powered, that you can really apply these fundamental skills, see that creative vision come to life. I can't wait to see what you create. Let me know if you have anything you want to share in terms of your creative output with AI, and be transparent and open about these things. It's fun to work with AI, but don't try to hide AI in the process. I think you'll run into trouble if you start to say, oh, no, I painted that painting and it's obviously AI generated. So just be careful with this stuff as well and use it in a safe and responsible way. But we'll be talking a lot more about how to use AI in our personal life in the next few episodes. Come along on this journey, and I can't wait to see you on the next one. Thanks.